Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 7th week of the second quarter. I am your teacher, Romel Palado. Today we will be discussing two topics. First, we have differentiating algebraic expressions and equations, and the second one is linear equations in one variable. Before proceeding to our discussions, may I present to you first our objectives for today's discussion. After going through this, you are expected to differentiate algebraic expressions from equations. Specifically, you will be able to state the difference between algebraic expression and equation, illustrate algebraic expressions and equations, and lastly, appreciate the importance of algebraic expressions and equations in real-life situations. One second topic are objectives. You should be able to identify properties of equality, illustrate linear equation in one variable, find the solution of linear equation in one variable, solve linear equation in one variable. Now let's differentiate what is expression and what is equation. The key differences between algebraic expressions and equations: expression is an algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase that groups together numbers, variables, operators to show the value of something. While an equation is described as a mathematical statement with two expressions set equal to each other. So there is an equal sign. Next, an algebraic expression is a fragment that stands for a single numerical value, while an equation is a sentence showing equality between two expressions. We have an algebraic expression is simplified through evaluation where we substitute values in place of the variable, while equation is solved. Another set of differences between algebraic expressions and equations. An algebraic expression has no relation symbol, while equation is indicated by equal sign. We have an algebraic expression is one-sided. There is no separation like left or right, while an equation is two-sided, where an equal sign separates the left and the right side. Lastly, the answer of an algebraic expression is either an expression or a numerical value, while in equation, the answer in an equation could be true or false. Let's try this one, differentiating equation and expression. Direction. Determine whether the given is an algebraic expression or equation. Justify your answer. Here you can see the table. We have three columns, which are first the given, then your answer, it's either equation or expression, and then the reason why you answer that one. So let's try to answer the given 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But let's discuss first the first given, which is 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. So the answer for that is equation. Why? The two expressions are connected with an equal sign. Now let's take a look with number 2, 3, and 4. So number 2, that is expression. 4 times 2 plus 1. Number 3, that is another expression. X divided by 25. Number 4, another expression. We have 3x minus 5. Why does our answer is expression? Because it was not indicated by equal sign. Now, number 5 and 6, y plus 8 is equal to 40. That is equation. For number 6, 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. That is another equation. Why? The two expressions are connected with an equal sign. So now, I hope that you already know what are the difference between expression, and equation. If there is an equal sign, that is equation. If does not, that is expression. Now let's proceed with the second topic, the linear equations in one variable. But first, let us define linear equation in one variable. It is an equation that can be written in the form ax plus b is equal to c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. Linear equations are also first-degree equations because the exponent on the variable is understood to be 1. Examples: number 1, x minus 2 equals to 8. Then, y plus 3 is equal to 5. These two examples are linear equations in one variable. The first equation has a variable x and the second equation has a variable y. So, it is considered as a linear equations in one variable because in each equation, there is only one variable. For number 1, that is x, and for number 2, that is y. Example number 3, we have 2x plus 3y equals 6. Then number 4, we have x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, numbers 3 and 4 are not examples of linear equations in one variable because in number 3, there are two variables represented by x and y. And in number 4, the variable x is in the second degree. So, number 3 is a linear equation but not in one variable. While in number 4, that is not a linear equation because it is in the second degree. So that is quadratic equation. So let's not put our time to that quadratic equation. We will learn that one in next quarter. So based on these definitions and examples, can you now give the right answers in the above activity? Yes, you can. Read carefully and for more explanation for your learners module. Again, let's define what is equation and what is expression. Equation is a statement containing two equal numbers or expression. It is denoted by an equal sign in between the two quantities. For that example, we have 3x plus 2 is equal to 8. While expression, it is not an equation because there is no equality sign. So we have x squared plus x minus 2. As you can see, in equation, there is an equal sign. In expression, it does not have. While solution is a value of a variable that makes the equation true. So, for that example, we have x is equal to 2 is a solution of 2x is equal to 4 because if we substitute 2 in the equation 2x is equal to 4, then 2 times 2 is equal to 4, which is 4 is equal to 4, then it is true because it satisfies our statement. We have properties of equality. The first one is the addition property of equality. You can add the same number to both sides of an equation, and the statement will still be true. In numbers, we have 8 is equal to 8. If we add numbers in both sides, if we add 2, so it may becomes 8 plus 2 is equal to 8 plus 2. Wherein, if we are going to simplify 8 plus 2, that is 10, then 8 plus 2, that is 10. So, but in algebra, we have A is equal to B. If we add C to both sides, it may become A plus C is equal to A plus C. Since A is equal to B. Or you can state another option. We have B plus C is equal to B plus C. Since A is equal to B. The second equality is the subtraction property of equality. You can subtract the same number to both sides of the equation and the statement will still be true. In numbers, we have 12 is equal to 12. If we subtract 5 from both sides, it may becomes 12 minus 5 is equal to 12 minus 5. Wherein, if we are going to simplify 12 minus 5, that is equal to 7. So 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. In algebra, A is equal to B. If we subtract C in both sides, it may becomes A minus C is equal to B minus C. Or you can also have A minus C is equal to A minus C or B minus C is equal to B minus C since A is equal to B. The third property is the multiplication property of equality. You can multiply the same number to both sides of an equation and the statement will still be true. In numbers, if we have 7 is equal to 7, then if we are going to multiply 3 both sides, it may becomes 7 times 3 is equal to 7 times 3. If we are going to simplify, 7 times 3 that is 21 and 7 times 3 that is 21. So 21 is equal to 21. But in algebra, if A is equal to B and C is greater than 0, then we can have A times C is equal to B times C, or A times C is equal to A times C, and B times C is equal to B times C, since A is equal to B. Remember that 7 times 3 that is enclosed in parentheses means 7 times 3 and 7.3 that is also means 7 times 3. In algebra, we will not going to use x as an symbol of multiplication because x can be used as a variable. So, in order to lessen the burden of the students, in order for them to really understand the topic, we will not use x as a symbol of multiplication. Instead, we are going to use the parenthesis or the simple dot. Let's have a case 1. Solving one-step linear equations in one variable. If we have the equation y minus 8 is equal to 24, what is the value of y? We have solve and check the equation y minus 8 is equal to 24. Since y is subtracted by 8, then we add 8 to both sides to undo the subtraction. So we have y minus 8 plus 8 is equal to 24 plus 8. Then we are going to simplify. So negative 8 plus 8 that is 0. Then 24 plus 8 that is 32. After that, we are going to look for the solution. So y is equal to 32. Then, let's try to check if 32 is really the value of y. You can rewrite the equation y minus 8 is equal to 4. Then after that, substitute the value of 32 in y, then simplify. So it may becomes 32 minus 8 is equal to 24. Then if we are going to simplify 32 minus 8, that is 24 is equal to 24. Then our answer is correct. Here's some given questions. What property of equality is illustrated in the above equation? So we have, of course, it is addition property. Second question, how do you know that the value y is equal to 32 is a solution to y minus 8 is equal to 24? The answer is y is equal to 32 is a solution because when we substitute 32 for y in the equation y minus 8 equals 24, it makes the equation true. Next question. How do you know that y minus 8 equals 24 is a linear equation? It is a linear equation because the degree of the variable is 1. Second example, solve the linear equation 4.2 is equal to t plus 1.8. Since 1.8 is added to t, we subtract 1.8 from both sides. It may becomes 4.2 minus 1.8 is equal to t plus 1.8 minus 1.8. Then we are going to simplify. We have 4.2 minus 1.8, that is 2.4. Then t plus 1.8 minus 1.8, it may becomes 2 plus 0. So we are going to look for the solution. So t is equal to 2.4, or t is equal to 2.4 is the solution of the given equation. If we are going to check if our answer is correct, we can rewrite the equation, which is 4.2 is equal to t plus 1.8. After that, we are going to substitute the value of t, which is 2.4. Then we are going to simplify. So 4.2 is equal to 2.4 plus 1.8. Then 2.4 plus 1.8, that is 4.2. Then it satisfies our equation. So it is true. Then our answer is correct. Guide questions. What property of equality is illustrated in the above equation? So the answer is subtraction property of equality is illustrated in the equation. Second question. How do you know that the value t is equal to 2.4 is a solution to the equation 4.2 is equal to t plus 1.8? It is a solution because it makes the equation true. Next question. Why is 4.2 is equal to t plus 1.8 called a linear equation in one variable? The answer is, it is a linear equation in one variable because it has only one variable and its degree is 1. Third example, solve and check the equation 3x is equal to 18. Since x is multiplied by 3, we divide 3 to both sides. It may becomes 3x divided by 3 is equal to 18 divided by 3. Then we are going to simplify. So 3x divided by 3, that is 1x. So no need to write 1. Instead, we are going to write x. Then 18 divided by 3, that is 6. So x is equal to 6. Then let's check if the value of x is really 6. First, we are going to rewrite the equation 3x is equal to 18. After that, we are going to substitute 6 in x and simplify. So 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Then 3 times 6 is equal to 18 is equal to 18. So this is true. So our solution, which is 6, is correct. Let's try to answer the given questions. What property of equality is illustrated in the above equation? We have the property that is illustrated in the above equation is division property of equality. Since we divide 3 both sides, why is 3x equals 18 called a linear equation? The answer is, it is called a linear equation because variable x is in the first degree, or the highest exponent of that given equation is 1. Example number 4. Solve and check the equation x divided by 5 is equal to 15. Since x is divided by 5, we are going to multiply both sides by 5. So it may becomes 5 times x divided by 5 is equal to 15 times 5. Then we are going to simplify the equation. So 5 times x, that is 5x, divided by 5, that is x, is equal to 15 times 5, that is 75. Is 75 really the solution of that equation? So let's try to check. First, we write the equation x divided by 5 is equal to 15. After that, we are going to substitute 75 in x. Then we are going to simplify. So 75 divided by 5, that is 15, is equal to 15. So it is true. So our answer is correct. So what property of equality is illustrated in the above equation? we have multiplication property of equality since we multiply 5 both sides in the equation. Why is the algebraic statement x divided by 5 is equal to 15 called a linear equation? It is a linear equation because it has only one variable in the first degree. So case number 2. Solving two steps linear equations in one variable. If we have the given, solve 5t minus 2 is equal to negative 32. Since 5t is subtracted by 2, we can add to both sides. Then we are going to simplify. So it may becomes 5t minus 2 plus 2 is equal to negative 32 plus 2. Then if we are going to simplify, negative 2 plus 2 that is 0. Then negative 32 plus 2 that is negative 30. Since they don't have the same sign, so we are going to subtract. After that, since t is multiplied by 5, then we are going to divide both sides by 5 to undo the multiplication. So it may becomes 5t is equal to negative 30. Then we are going to divide 5 both sides. We have 5t divided by 5 is equal to negative 30 divided by 5. Then we are going to simplify it again. So 5t divided by 5, that is t, is equal to negative 30 divided by 5, that is negative 6. Since we divide negative and positive, so our answer is negative 6. Is negative 6 is the solution of that equation? Let's try to check. First, we are going to rewrite the equation. 5t minus 2 is equal to negative 32. After that, we are going to substitute 6 in the value of t. Then, let's simplify. So, 5 times negative 6 minus 2 is equal to negative 32. Then, 5 times negative 6, that is negative 30, minus 2. Now, negative 30 minus 2, since they share a common sign, then we are going to add and copy their common sign. We have 30 plus 2, that is 32. So their common sign, which is negative, so it may becomes negative 32 is equal to negative 32. And our statement is true. What properties of equality are illustrated in the above equation? We have two, addition and division property, since it involves adding and dividing. Why is 5t minus 2 is equal to negative 32 called a linear equation? The answer is, it has only one variable with a degree of 1. So the variable in that equation is t. Example number 3. Solve the equation and check your answer. If we have negative 4 plus 7x is equal to 3. Since 7x is subtracted by 4, we can add 4 to both sides. So negative 4 plus 7x is equal to 3 plus 4. Then we are going to simplify. So negative 4 plus 4, that is 0, plus 7x. So 3 plus 4, that is 7. Since x is multiplied by 7, we can divide both sides by 7. So it may becomes 7x divided by 7 is equal to 7 divided by 7. Then we are going to simplify it again. 7x divided by 7, that is x. Then it's equal to 7 divided by 7, that is 1. So the solution is 1. So let's try to solve or check our answer. First, we are going to rewrite the original equation, which is negative 4 plus 7x is equal to 3. Then, we are going to substitute 1 in the value of x, and we are going to simplify. So it may becomes negative 4 plus 7 times 1 is equal to 3. Let's simplify 7 times 1, that is 7. Then, we are going to add negative 4. Since they don't have a common sign, we are going to subtract, then copy the sign of the larger integer. We have negative 4 plus 7. We are going to subtract, that is 3. then the larger integer is 7, which is a positive. So the answer is 3 is equal to 3. So our statement is true. What properties of equality are illustrated in the above linear equation? The answer is addition and division property. Y is negative 4 plus 7x is equal to 3 called a linear equation in one variable. We have, it has only one variable with a degree of 1. So what is the variable in that equation? We have x. How do you know that x is equal to 1 is a solution to negative 4 plus 7x is equal to 3? So the answer, because it makes the equation true if we are going to substitute 1 in the value of x. So word problems involving linear equation in one variable. Let's apply what you have learned in the previous slides here in the word problems. If we have the word problems, how we are going to solve that one. So, I present to you the steps in solving a word problems. First, read and understand the problem. Why do we need to read and understand the problem? Because it is the basic in answering word problems in order for us to know what we are going to solve. Second, represent the unknown with a variable. Third, associate the unknown variable with the values given in the problem. Next, form an equation using the values and variables. Then solve the equation using algebraic method. Lastly, we are going to prove and check the answer. So, why do we need to prove and check the answer? In order for us to really validate our answer if it is correct or not. What if we have the problem? Nancy bought 5 rolls of colored film and 6 rolls of black and white film. The 5 rolls of colored film cost 250 pesos and Nancy paid a total of 430 pesos for both colored and black and white films. Write the equation that represents the problem and solve for the cost of 6 rolls of black and white film. So here's the hint. Let X be the cost of 6 rolls black and white film. Nancy bought 5 rolls of colored film, cost 250. The formula is the total cost of 5 colored film and 6 black and white film is 430. Thus, the linear equation will be X plus 250 is equal to 430. So, next, what is the solution? We have x plus 250 is equal to 430 will be our equation. Since x is added by 250, subtract 250 both sides of the equation. So it may becomes x plus 250 minus 250 is equal to 430 minus 250. Then, let's simplify. 250 minus 250 is equal to 0. What left in the left is x. While 430 minus 250 is equal to 180. So the solution set is x is equal to 180. Therefore, 180 pesos is the cost of 6 black and white film. So how can we sure that 180 is really the price of the 6 black and white film? So we are going to check. First, rewrite the original equation. X plus 250 is equal to 430. Now, substitute 180 in the value of x. Then, let's simplify. So, 180 plus 250 is equal to 430. Now, we are going to add 180 plus 250, that is equal to 430 is equal to 430. So, it is true that the cost of the 6 black and white film is 180. How about this problem? Jane joined the dining club at the local cafe for a fee of 29 and 95 pesos. Being a member entitles her to save 2 and 50 pesos every time she buys a lunch. Jane calculates that she has saved a total of 12 and 55 pesos so far after joining the club. Write and solve an equation to find how many times Jane has eaten lunch at the cafe. So here's the hints. Let M be the number of meals Jane saves 2 and 50 in every meal. Therefore, the expression is 2.5 M. Savings on meals times the number of the meals is 2.5 M. After that, the initial fee is 29 and 95 pesos. The total savings is 12 and 55 pesos. So what will be our formula? So savings on meals times the number of meals minus the initial fee equals the total savings. Our equation becomes 2.5M minus 29.95 is equal to 12.55. Since 2.5M is subtracted by 29.95, we are going to add 29.95 to both sides of the equation. So it may becomes 2.5M minus 29.95 plus 29.95 is equal to 12.55 plus 29.95. Then we are going to simplify. Negative 29.95 plus 29.95, that is 0. Then 12.55 plus 29.95, that is 42.5. Since M is multiplied by 2.5, we are going to divide both sides of the equation by 2.5. So 2.5M divided by 2.5 is equal to 42.2.5. Then we are going to simplify it again. So 2.5M divided by 2.5, that is M is equal to 42.5 divided by 2.5, that is equal to 17. So M is equal to 17. So the solution set is M is equal to 17. So Jane has eaten lunch 17 times in the cafe. So let's try to check. First, write the equation. 2.5M minus 29.95 is equal to 12.55. Then we are going to substitute the value of M, which is 17, to the equation. So 2.5 times 17 minus 29.95 is equal to 12.55. Then, next, we are going to simplify 2.5 times 17. So that is 42.5. Then we are going to subtract 29.95 from that. So the answer is 12.55. So it satisfies our equation, which is 2.5M minus 29.95 is equal to 12.55. So thank you everyone for listening. If you have any queries or clarifications regarding our topic for today, you may contact me to my cell phone number, sir 930-680-829. Again, sir 930-680-829. So please log in to your e-learning site for your activities and quizzes. This is your teacher, Romel Palado.